All right, well, thanks, Scott. Scott's a generous guy, and he says nice things, so we'll pay him later. I need to throw a little plug in here real quick, though. We have a media room that's around the corner. This is your chance to become famous. So our PR company is over there with a camera and a lighting crew, and they're shooting testimonials and all kinds of things that we'll put on our website and promotional material. So if you want some FaceTime with the camera, during breaks, during lunch, whatever, head over to the media room. Okay, so Scott kind of blew my cover, and I already told you the story. We had this contest, and we said we'd double sales in 3 months, and we did it. That's it. I was working on my presentation this morning, so hopefully this thing goes all right. Here's the deal. In 2007, we came up with this statistic. We ran some numbers in a database, and without asking our customers, we just looked at how much they were processing through Infusionsoft, and we could easily see that 20% of our customers had doubled their sales. And we started using that statistic, and then a few of us started realizing, you know what, that number is not really that great. I mean, it is, but compared to everything else that's out there, it's an awesome number. But we know that there are a lot more of our customers that are doubling their sales. And so getting a little frustrated with that, I decided, you know what, we need to do something to prove that Infusionsoft doubles sales, that it grows any small business. And so basically, I kind of concocted this little contest. And I wanted to basically go out to the world and say, Infusionsoft will double your sales. You just got to follow these certain steps, fix your follow-up failure with your prospects, fix your follow-up failure with your customers, use an affiliate or referral program, and you will double your sales. You do that correctly, you'll do it fast. And I wanted to show that we could do it in 3 months. And so I created the Edge of Success contest. If you were here last year, you know that Clayt wrote an ebook called The Edge of Success. We launched that ebook here last year. And basically the contest was open to small business owners, and we said, come download The Edge of Success, read it, then go write a blog post or create a video, 60 seconds or less, that's basically promoting the Edge. And we'll pick one of you, the best blog post or the best video, and we'll take your business and we'll double your sales in 3 months. So of course we had a ton of people really excited, say, yeah, I'd like you to double my sales in 3 months. And people created all kinds of videos and blog posts. I'll show you one of those real quick. We have sound on this video from this computer. We're good? Okay. Hopefully this works the way I planned for it to work. This is just one of the videos. There were a ton of them. They were great.
It's finally here. Information that can literally double or even triple your sales in just a matter of months. But make no mistake, this information is not just theory. No, it's been proven out on the streets through painful experience. How painful? Like having to explain to your wife and 4 kids why they can't go out to eat anymore. Like having an MBA degree plus a law degree, but not having a paycheck. Like decreasing your standard of living in hopes that your business venture won't fail. Fortunately, you don't have to do what Clayt Mask did. Nope, he's documented everything you need to know to double your sales within just months in his new ebook entitled The Edge of Success. And he's allowing you to download it absolutely free for a limited time. Don't go through the pain Clayt went through. Download the ebook today at infusionblog.com/theedge.
All right. Round of applause. Yes, we had tons of videos like that, a lot of creative people, and of course it was our great marketing ploy to get the Edge of Success out there, right? We had a lot of people promoting it for us through their blog posts and their videos. They were not the winner. We chose a different company, and I'll get to them in just a minute. But as I started doing this and trying to get the rest of the company excited about it, I had a lot of people looking at me with weird eyes saying, look, what if this doesn't work out? Right? What if we don't double their sales? What are we going to do? How do we explain this to the world? And I said, look, we're going to do it. Right? And we've seen this with our customers over and over. Why can't we just go find a company and go do it? It's really not that hard. It's not rocket science. Just follow the stuff that we preach all day long and use Infusionsoft. I think they still looked at me a little funny, but we went ahead with it anyways. The reason I knew this was going to work is because of these types of statistics that we see all the time. Basically, in a sales-driven organization, you have 2% of sales that close on the first call, 3% close on the second call, 4% close on the third call, 10% on the fourth call, 81% on the fifth call. That's why Infusionsoft is powerful. right? That's why I felt totally confident that we could go take any business out there and double sales in 3 months. Because guaranteed no one's doing that. Because it's too stinging hard unless you've got Infusionsoft to do it for you, right? So we ended up choosing this company called All About Spelling. Greg and Marie Ripple are a married couple that live in the woods, in the north woods of Wisconsin, in a little town called Eagle River. And Greg used to be a landscape architect, and Marie was a stay-at-home mom in Chicago. And they just decided one day, bag this. We hate working in the city and working for other people, and we want to go live our dream. And they saved up for a couple of years, and they sold their house. They moved to the North Woods, and they started this business where now Greg basically works for Marie. He does all the fulfillment, and Marie writes all the products. So she homeschools their children, and she has learned these great techniques to teach kids how to spell. And she decided, let's make a product out of this. And she made all these manuals, and she's continually writing more manuals, and she produces all the content, she runs all the web stuff, and Greg just does fulfillment in the basement. So they run all this thing out of this little cabin in the North Woods of Wisconsin. We call it a home-based business, but it's really a cabin-based business. And so we chose them, and then it was my task to go travel out there and go meet with them and figure out how we're going to double their sales in 3 months. Well, it turns out there's no airport nearby, so I flew to Minneapolis, rented a car, made that drive. It was about 6 hours, literally into the woods. They sent me an email the night before saying, hey, when you get into town, beware of bears. And I thought they were joking, right? So I didn't think anything of it. I get to the hotel, I check in. There's a little tiny hotel in a small town. They actually live outside of the small town. They're really in the woods. And went to their cabin in the morning and sat down with them. And I said something jokingly about, hey, nice one with the bears. And she's like, no, really. It's springtime, and all the bears are coming out of hibernation, and we have a problem with this in this area. I was like, wow, that's a good thing I didn't run into any bears. And it got really interesting, because they literally live in the sticks. There's all kinds of wildlife. It's really beautiful. But what caught us All About Spelling, the reason we chose them is because in Marie's video, she basically says, look, we left our home in Chicago. We left everything, started this business because we wanted to come out here and live our dream and fish and mountain bike and do all the things we love to do, and we can't. We're totally... So you'll meet Brad Martineau later, and he has a problem with crying on stage. And I think he gave me his disease. They were swallowed up by their business, right? They were not living the dream that they went to go live. And they basically pleaded in their video, said, please come help us. And that hit home for us. You heard Clayton talk earlier about our dream, our vision, our purpose. We exist, Infusionsoft exists to liberate and empower small business owners, entrepreneurs. And so their video hit home. We said, all right, we're going to go liberate them, and they're going to live their dream. So I met with Marie and Greg, and this is what Marie says. She says, I'm sorry if I'm going to read some of this. We were hoping they were able to come so you could hear directly from their mouths, but they weren't able to come because they're making too much money. But she says, we're very customer service oriented, so customer follow-up was our #1 priority. Previously, when a customer had a question, we might have to check the shopping cart, the email system, our paper system, et cetera, just to find the answer. So they're having this multiple system chaos problem where they had data in all different places. And they were totally consumed by just trying to keep up with all the different pieces of data and where they were and following up with customers manually and doing all this. So we decided, look, we're going to go meet with them. The focus with them is going to be fixing follow-up failure. We know that if we do that one thing, we'll double their sales. And then, of course, there's a ton of other things that Infusionsoft can do. And I'll kind of throw in there, I guarantee there are days when you get really frustrated with Infusionsoft. And as the director of marketing, I have those days all the time because there are things that we wanted to do. There are features that we want. But I promise you, none of those features that you want, none of those features that bother you, that are maybe a little bit buggy, none of them matter when it comes down to growing the business, right? None of them matter compared to what fixing your follow-up failure does. And when you think about, look, I need to grow my business, what's going to grow your business? Fixing follow-up with prospects, fixing follow-up with customers, and getting a referral system out there that grows the word for you. Those things grow your business. Now, of course, there are a bunch of little things we'd love it to do, and our development team is hard at work fixing all those little things. But if you want to grow your business, those are the 3 things you need to focus on. So that's what we focused on with All About Spelling. So I met with them, did initial analysis of what's going on in their business. They had not spent a dime on marketing, not 1 penny. They had done all of it themselves through word of mouth and a lot of SEO work. Marie had studied search engine optimization. She taught herself everything, and she started implementing these tactics on their website, and they had done a really good job with SEO. They were driving a fair amount of organic search traffic to their site. They had decent sales conversions. Of that traffic that landed on their site, they were doing pretty good. A lot of it was word of mouth, so those people came kind of primed. They had a newsletter opt-in on their site. They were using Aweber. People opt in for the newsletter. But the problem they had was they didn't know who was who. They had customers and prospects signing up for the newsletter, and they didn't know how to segment them and talk to the customers differently than the prospects. And they weren't capitalizing on high traffic pages. We dug into Google Analytics, and we discovered that they had a lot of traffic going to some pages they had put up of free spelling lists. Right? All these homeschool mothers out there searching for, hey, give me some free spelling lists I can work on with my kids. And they landed on these pages. They had 10 of them. And so I suggested, hey, let's not give all 10 of them away free. Let's maybe give them the first 3 or 4 and then say, hey, you want the rest, just sign up. They didn't implement all our ideas. That was one they didn't implement. But we looked at this stuff carefully. Other thing we noticed, they had a 50% drop-off from level to level. Their products are by level 1 of our spelling program, then by level 2, then by level 3. And they had, if 100 people bought level 1, only 50 of those bought level 2, and then only 25 of those bought level 3. So they're having this attrition rate that was hurting their business. They had no idea why. They didn't know, is it that they're unsatisfied with the product? Is it because we're not following up? They didn't know. They had no automatic upsells, so you just came to the cart, you bought the product, you were done, see you later. They only sold through promotions. Once a quarter or so, they'd write up a promotion, send it out to all the people that were on their newsletter list. And they didn't have an affiliate program, although they had tried 2 times. They had found 2 different technologies to run an affiliate program, and they just didn't work. Whether it was because the programs didn't work or because they couldn't integrate it with the stuff they were already doing. They couldn't make it happen. And of course, we talked earlier, they had data in different places: Excel, shopping cart, Aweber, papers. In their basement, their fulfillment center, I went down there, and there's this cork board with all these different papers, different colors, different sizes, everything. I said, what is this? And he said, well, that's how we track all our orders. So, this is going to be rough, right? We got a lot of work to do to get all this data compiled. So at that point, I told them, look, if we do this right, you're going to need to outsource your fulfillment, because this working in the basement thing isn't going to work. They were already pretty much full in their basement. And they both looked at me and said, nah, we don't ever want to do that, because we like to have it nice and closed. We can ensure that the packages are going out on time and that everything is packaged with high quality and whatnot. And they basically told me, no, we're not going to do that. So we put together a fix your follow-up plan, fix your follow-up failure plan, right? First thing we're going to do is get organized. Get all their data from Aweber, from their Excel spreadsheets, from the corkboard, get it all into Infusionsoft with everyone tagged. These people are customers, these people are prospects. That's about the only tags we started with, customers, prospects. And then we decided, okay, first thing we're going to do is fix follow-up failure with the prospects. So we changed the newsletter opt-in to a free report, because I told them, look, your newsletter opt-in, for one thing, it was below the fold. So people had to scroll down to see it, and they weren't getting a super high opt-in rate. And then another thing is, people just, why sign up for a newsletter? And no one wants a newsletter. They want content. They want value. So we helped them write a free report that I'll show you in just a moment to get more opt-ins and then follow up on those opt-ins. We said, okay, we need to convert your existing cart to Infusionsoft, and then we need to add upsells in the cart to get, increase the order total. And then we need to follow up with customers, and then we need to add to an affiliate or a referral program. So that was our game plan, right? We're going to attack it in that direction to go double their sales in 3 months. So here's the free report opt-in form that we put on their site. We rearranged the design a little bit so that it ended up above the fold. And you'll notice some really interesting things with this opt-in form that we did. Does this thing have a laser pointer? Apparently not. Oh, wait. There you go.